Hi, we're going to talk about the products in details. First, products in Edward can be localized. That means you can store translations of your product's information in Edward. It is important to understand that there is a difference between the language the app is in, which is from the configuration of your OS X or iOS, and the language of the data you see in Edward, which is defined by default from the company's information or using the user's language if present. By default, the product will be created using the company's default language. Then, a product must have a typology. Typologies dictates everything for products, and understanding them is mandatory. The typologies are purchases, production, sales, trading, service, and obsolete. Obsolete products are removed from all processes, yet they remain in your database. Since everything is linked in Edward, when you stop using a product, it is recommended to make it obsolete instead of deleting it. Service products can be used everywhere and do not have any inventory system attached to them. Purchase products can be used in purchase orders and as raw goods for productions. Productions products are in-between sub-elements used for productions. They will be mostly interesting for those who are pushing the production module to its maximum. Sales products are used in sales orders and can be produced using a recipe. Trading products are a mix between purchase and sales products. They can be used in both purchase orders and sales orders, but cannot be produced. They would be useful for products you buy and resell as is. The last four typologies have access to the inventory management system. The inventory in Edward works around batches. If it is something you're not interested in, you can simply use any batches, regardless of consequences. In any case, Edward will create the batches automatically for you, along with the tracking number and the parenthood. Batches are created during purchases, productions, imports, and inventory statements. Each batch has its own cost price. For the same reason of reliability, the cost price are created and updated automatically, just like the batches. They are created by Edward during the exact same processes. The cost price of a batch is the sums of all expenses applicable to that batch. Depending on the complexity of the chain of production of a certain product, it can be as simple as a purchase price, but also a sum of expenses from productions and purchases. These productions are dictated by the recipe of the product. You may have heard of this concept under other more technical terms, but it really is just a recipe. Understand an organized list of steps and required materials. These recipes can be edited from the product card and can contain products, resources, packaging, descriptive notes, and critical points notes. You may only produce products with the recipe. It is using this recipe that Edward will know how to impact the inventory and what cost price to calculate when a production is complete. Once your products are ready for sale, you will want to set a sales price. For control and efficiency, the sales prices policies are not set during the sales process. Instead, you configure a list of sales prices for each product. A sales price is a combination of a price without a tax, along with some conditions for that price to apply. The first condition is the minimum quantity to order to get that price. Then we have a start and end date and a target for the price. These targets can either be a single person, a single company, a client group, or a catalog. Catalogs can be used to create collections of sales price. It can be for outside use, but more importantly for Edward POS and future Edward features. When it comes to edit the sales price, you can use the product card. It comes with some analytic figures which will be useful to define the precise margin you want to make. But it gets tedious when you want to edit a whole list of product. For these mass edits, you should use either the catalog or the client group's editing features. In this case, you will find catalogs useful to play around the pricing policy and eventually discuss the results internally. The sales price system will allow you easily to either have a simple pricing policy or a detailed policy for different markets, while being sure that your staff will apply the proper price during the sales process. Finally, the provider's information for a product is a list of all providers offering the purchasable product, along with some external information such as the product's code in the provider's catalog and a usual price applied. That was a lot to digest, but that's going to be it for this one. To keep in touch with upcoming announcements, make sure to follow us on your favorite social media. And if you have any more questions, feel free to contact us from our website, edwardapp.com. Thank you for keeping up with me, and see you next time.